stop paying more for a retained search and start paying less. Hello everybody, it's Damon Johansson back with Mangoes Not Lemons. Today we're going to talk about an important subject for all employers out there. We're going to talk and educate and cover all the different pieces to what's commonly referred to as direct hire. So let me give a quick explanation. So for all you employers out there, tune in. There's a lot of good content here. Like and subscribe, please. Share with other employers and HR people out there. So direct hire is a term in the recruiting industry that refers to employers that use a third-party company recruiting firm to do all the work, use their databases, sort through, find the candidates they're looking for. Then the employer, once they pick them, hires them directly onto their own payroll. There's no contractor environment. There's no temp to hire environment. It's a direct hire work or recruiting opportunity. So the benefits of that are the recruiting agency can advertise it as a direct position with the employer and not attempt to hire, gets you a little bit better candidate for that type of a situation. Now, what employers need to know about a direct hire, there's pros and cons to direct hire and the different models of direct hire. So if you've never used a third-party recruiting firm before, if you've never done a direct hire work environment, these are the pieces you need to know to make sure you're getting the best deal. So when dealing with a direct hire, you have what's called a contingent search. Most agencies out there will do a contingent search. What that means is the search to give them the job is 100% free. It costs you nothing as an employer to run what's called a contingent search. And that means the recruiting firm will take the job. They'll do all the searching. They'll find the candidates. They'll send you the candidates. You interview the candidates. And if you like them and they're everything you want, then you hire them. Then you have to pay the agency a fee. So the fee is contingent upon taking their person. But you can give the jobs out to as many agencies as you want to try to use their databases to find the perfect person you're looking for. So that's called a contingent search. Now, in contingent search, there are a variety of different price ranges with the different recruiting firms. And there's a big range in guarantee periods. So when you get a contingent search, anytime you do a direct hire, employers want to back up their work. They want to make sure that what they do for you, the person they find for you, is a good fit and you feel like you get your money's worth. They do that with their guarantee period. So the guarantee period should directly correlate with the fee structure you're paying. So if you're paying what might be considered market average higher on the percentage rate, then you should get a longer guarantee. If you're paying lower on the average market value or the going percentage rate of a direct hire fee or a contingent search direct hire fee, you can get a lower guarantee. So traditionally, the agency should give you the opportunity of a shorter or longer guarantee to play with the fee for the recruiting. I'll give you an example. Very common contingent direct hire fee in the industry today is 20 to 30% markups for 90 days to upwards of 6 months, sometimes even a year replacement guarantee. So that's good, but that's a pretty expensive fee to pay when you're looking for high level or senior level candidates. So what you can negotiate with your agency is a lower guarantee for a lower placement fee. So make sure when you're dealing with the agencies, you negotiate the price that fits your budget and the guarantee that you think protects your investment. So that's contingent search. Contingent search is you only pay if you hire, and when you hire, you pay, we didn't even talk pricing yet, you pay a percentage of their first annual compensation or estimated what they might make in a year's worth of compensation. So when they say it's a 20% of someone's first year compensation, that is the fee structure they're quoting you to find that person for you. You got to be careful though. There's a little bit, some agencies will say 20% of their first year salary, which is the easiest one, best one to negotiate. Others will say 20% of a person's first year estimated compensation. And that is much harder to estimate because you have to guess on commissions, you have to guess on bonuses, and they're going to want a full fee whether or not that person makes them or not. Don't go that route. Avoid that route. Negotiate salary only on compensation, and that also can help you negotiate on the fee structure and the guarantee replacement. So understand those variables when you're dealing with direct hire. The next one is, and this one's important because I have a completely different philosophy on this than most other agencies out there. It's called retained search. So what a retained search is when you sign an agreement with the recruiting firm, the retained search means no matter how you fill the position, they get their fee. Now, let me tell you the huge bonuses of a retained search. When you commit to a retained search with a recruiting firm, they can advertise with your company's name. They give you all sorts of marketing, all sorts of passive candidate advertising to get your name in front of them, to get you in front of people you might not normally get in front of. So there's a huge advantage with retained search in that it gives you free marketing. They can advertise on their social media. They can advertise in their job ads with your company information to get more attention to your organization. Now, normally, companies consider this their platinum level, top tier, gold standard recruiting option is a retained search. However, and because of that, they charge more for a retained search than they do for a contingent search. In my opinion, and I hope all of you can agree with me, that's backwards. So if you go to a company, if you go to a recruiting firm and you sign a retained search, guaranteeing them money, that you should actually get a discount for your search fees, not pay more. So a contingent search, if they don't fill it, they get nothing. Retained search, whether you fill it with someone they found, whether you fill it with a walk-in off the street, whether you fill it with somebody that applied on your job board, they still get their fee. So people, companies, HR professionals, stop paying more for a retained search and start paying less. Negotiate less for a retained search where you're guaranteeing the agency some money. This is also common in executive search. Those searches take a lot longer. So to negotiate a retained search for a little bit lower balance that guarantees them money, you're more likely to get a company to commit to you on an executive search because those can take a long time. They have a pretty in-depth interview process while you're looking at it. So when you're talking direct hire, the things you need to know on direct hire are contingent search, retained search, and how long of a guarantee do you want for both contingent and retained. Retained also has a guarantee replacement period. So when you're negotiating rates, when they give you that price per annual salary, make sure you go for salary, not full compensation, then you can negotiate that price up or down based on the guarantee period you want. So hopefully, after today's video, all of you HR professionals out there, all of you executives out there that don't have an HR person on your team yet, if a recruiting firm approaches you for direct hire professional support services, make sure you understand what to ask for, the questions you need to ask, the guarantee period you want to dabble with, or if you even need one at all, and negotiate the price accordingly. So that's how we do it at HR Mango. So if you want to get a baseline, give HR Mango a call, give me a call, and you can get an idea of what we can throw out there, and then use that as a baseline to compare to other agencies if you feel that you are looking for the best market value that you can find. So as you're looking at direct hire services, there are one thing to keep in mind is that companies will promise you the moon. They'll promise you their databases are bigger. They'll promise you that they've got a more specialized recruiter or a more specialized process or their software is better. But at the end of the day, it's all about who gives you the right person and for the right price that fits your budget. So we're sensitive to that. If any of you need some information to compare to, and if you have not compared direct hire prices in the last 2 years, if you're using the same vendor that you've always used, please give us a call. Talk to me. let us give you some data to compare to, and you're out nothing to at least compare and make sure your dollars are going to the best hire that you can find. So everyone, hope you learned something a little bit about direct hire today. Thanks for your time and have a great rest of your day.